Follow the channel and stay tuned for learning videos.
So in this last 10 days, this is the 10th day. So what we have seen, what is CRM, what is Power Platform, what Microsoft CRM gives, what are the apps it will give by default, what we can do, and what is the open server space, how we will manage case, and we have seen how we will configure the its configuration settings in the corporate service admin center. We have seen these all topics, right? So after that first week, we have seen how do we make customizations on top of existing thing. How do we create new tables? How do we update the existing table properties, like that we have seen. Then we have seen how do we create forms, how can we customize the sections, fields. Then we have seen different types of data types CRM supports. Then we have seen views, how can we create dashboards, everything, right? So if you consider, we are going in some kind of slowly, we are increasing the complexity, right? So first we have worked on the existing, then we have created our own. In that own also, we created step by step. First we designed the form, then we adding about creating the components like fields for it. Then we have added the views. So till now, whatever you are doing, more are related to user interface, UI related only, like user experience only, right? So whatever you are so far you have done the sitemap creation or sitemap customization, then you have added this views change everything, right? So these are more are related to user experience point of view. So you have designed the form, you have, so if you see like that we are seeing, right? Mm, just get it. So far whatever we do now we have seen except this business required. So business required is kind of a forcing validation, right? So first of all, if you have plain things, how it was, suppose candidate whoever has, suppose you are creating a application for bank, the candidate age should be greater than 18 to open an account. Such like that, for any application, for any business scenarios, we will have kind of some terms and conditions. Whenever this happen, this has to happen, like that, right? So right now we are adding everything without any conditions, everything like birth year, name, email, everything we are adding on the UI, everything we are adding. But in real time, how we will have, based upon the scenarios, we have to enable means we have to hide some fields, show some fields, we have to control some behavior, right? So everything what this kind of things we will call as a business validations. Okay, just now I said now, like for the bank application, whoever has age greater than 18, they only eligible for opening an account. In that scenario, what it will do, it has to restrict if the candidate age is less than 18, like that, right? It could be like that, or it could be based upon the, if it is a married, you want to show some additional field, you have to show nominee name, like that. If you want to, if he selected married, he has to show the spouse name, like that. So some kind of things. So far whatever did doesn't support any UI It is all about UI. It doesn't support any validations. It doesn't support anything, right? So today we will go that validation point of view. Okay. So let me go back to my solution. So using customization field types. Okay, so far we have these many tables we created. Today I'm going to create, as I just said, bank. I'm just going to create a bank application, new table. Okay, enabling attachments, user or team organization. So let me tell me what are the columns we need. Suppose you are building an application for bank appli bank application. Can you tell me quickly? So I will create. What are the numbers we need for to support a bank application in general? So you might be opening an account, right? So what are the columns you might fill in?
Name, Aadhaar card, PAN card number.
Okay.
And
So by default, whenever you create an application, we will get the name. So I will rename this to applicant name. Okay. Like that, you need to use the existing fields as well. It doesn't like always, you shouldn't always create the fields. So you have already name column from the out of the box, you can use it. So like that, anyone can publish. Let me open. Okay, so let's hold on this. I will create a new tab. So like this, whenever you are creating any entity, try to use the existing columns, whatever the out of the box. Suppose for this name, you can use you want to have the applicant name. For that, you can use the out of the box column, which is there by default. Okay, you can use it. Similarly, suppose if you want to have created by, so application submitted by like that. So application created on you will have for so application submitted on. Okay, like that you can make use of some fields. So why I got this error? Some background application is going on, so it's not allowing me to. So applicant name I have modified application submitted on. So this is the created by default. Created by you can see application whoever is submitting we can name that person name application submitted by. So like this you can modify the existing columns. So what else you need? You said you need other something, right? So we'll say government ID. So any valid government ID. So this is what kind of field I should create. File I'm creating for now. Okay. What else? What else columns we need?
address.
Okay. So for address, what kind of type we should take?
Aadhaar card.
Hmm?
Aadhaar card.
Text area.
Name. Test area.
Text area, plain text, rich text. Which one I can take? You can take anything, but which will be the preferred? Next, what else? Mobile number we need,
Mobile
right?
number.
So mobile number will
You
be
can also
under.
set
Next, email also we need. Next, marital status. Marital status kind of what type we should I should take. Is it free text or number or lookup or choice?
Choice.
In the
choice.
choice,
Yes or no.
so just now say now if it is married, I want to take the spouse name. Spouse. So I'm adding the spouse name field as well. Single line of text. Then what else? What are the columns we will submit?
Nominee.
Okay.
Independent details. Children's.
Okay. So what type? Text or how do you fill the dependent details in general?
Test only, right?
Hmm?
Test.
So if you text, how do you know like this is a person, this is the father, this is the mother, this is the wife? How it will support if you keep text?
Eyes only, right?
Hmm?
Then we can give drop down.
So drop down it will show father or it will give options. How it will know the personal details like what is the age, what is the name of it.
Oh,
Hmm?
whether we
So
put
here you want to capture more info. In the dependent details, you have to capture what is the relationship name and what is that dependent name. Like that, you want to have more info. So to support that kind of thing, what data type I should create?
lookup.
Yes, to have a lookup, I can't use any out of the box entity. So I should create a new table, right?
Yes.
So let me create like dependent table, something. So here what I will do, I will have the all the columns like what is the required thing. So right now I am thinking like relationship type and name. Okay. So in the relationship type, so first thing I want to have a relationship type, right? So what are the type column I should create for that one relationship type? Hmm? Choice, right? So here in the choice, I should have father, mother. So because anyone will have father and mother, spouse is as they are mentioning married, children or son, daughter, right?
Harish, what is that value beside why the
So
number?
so this is the I told you now. This is the label. It will appear in the CRM UI. The number will be the we will call it as option set value, which will store in the server.
Okay.
Mm. I will explain that too in one example. Okay. Now, so for that one, what should I do? Dependent details, I have to choose data type lookup. So in the lookup, what is the table I have to look for?
Dependent dependent details.
Yes. So I need to refresh this page because entity is created newly, right? No. Dependent details. Now tell me, if I create dependent details as a lookup, will I able to add multiple? Will I able to add single?
Multiple. You can add multiple.
Dependent we need multiple, right? So if that is the case, what should I create? Do I need to create a lookup or do I need to create a subgrid?
Relationship monitor.
Yeah, that's what.
Look up.
If we create a lookup, can I select multiple people? I want to depend. I have father, I have mother, I have my wife, I have my kids. I want to add 5 people for my application record. So if I select lookup, can I add 5 people?
No, I
Hmm?
think
Then
you can relation
what should what type of relationship we should create?
N to one, finished one.
Any stone between dependent titles to bank or bank to
From dependent, it's any to one.
okay. So at any point of time, each application will have multiple dependents, right? It could be one. He may
Yeah.
have one dependent. He may have 4 dependents. So one application, many. So that's why I created one to many between bank application and dependent. Okay, you need to understand the how we are creating. Okay, so we created some fields randomly or whatever we need. Now I want to design the form quickly. So the default tab will be there, right? So here in the general, I'm just adding as basic info. So here I want to have email address, mobile number, application submitted by application submitted. Then I want to have one more thing. Here I want to have 2 column tab. Okay. Here I want to have more info. Here I want to have family information. Here I want to have documents and proofs. Okay. So for family information, what I have to add? spouse name I have to add, marital status I have to add. Next, base address I have to add
Nominee.
start to here nominee. Okay, and here as we want to add the dependent details, right? So we create a subgrid, right? We have to create a subgrid. The subgrid is needed. Then here dependent table. So here I want to create one more table. So now dependent table we are selecting types of the percentage, how much percentage they need, the nominee percentage. Okay, percentage of share.
Subgrid should be created in many, right?
No, it will. So lookup will be created on many. Subgrid will be created on one side only.
Okay, okay. Oh, look up.
Because in the simple, Sanjay, don't confuse. I will tell.
Okay,
So what you want to do for a single record, you want to link multiple.
okay.
So on a single record, you want to have a multiple means wherever you're creating one to many, one side you have to show subgrid, right? One to
Yes,
many means for a single
okay.
record you want to have five tables,
Yes,
five
yes.
tables. That's all. So on the other side for five tables you want to have a link to one, right? So that time you will be selecting one. So father will have the same bank application number. Mother will have the same bank application number. Everyone will have like that, right?
Yes, yes.
So this is some important concept only. Don't confuse. Precision is 0, maximum value 100, precision is 10. So if you see, giving 0, 100 also some kind of business conditions. So if you don't give, they might enter wrong, right?
Yeah.
So they will enter -10. That is
Mm.
a kind of violation you have to take care, right? That won't. Do you have -10 in general? So you have to restrict user. He has to enter either 0 or 100 for each person. So at the end that everything should be also 100, shouldn't exceed more than 100, right? That's kind of validation also we should do. Suppose if we give 100 for every application, everything, that is also wrong only, right? Getting.
Yes, yes.
Now if you see, for whenever you created a 1 is to n, one side you are able to add subgrid. Inside the lookup is created already. Okay, you have to see that. So I just want this bank application number lock because I don't want to change once it is created. Okay. So these are some basic kind of conditional kind of validation we are adding, right? So these we will call as a business validation in the CRM. So understood. Now I'm adding like dependent details. Now in the view also, whatever we have, I want to have the full info. Active in the active dependent table, I want to have name, what is the relationship type, and what is the nominee percentage they want to they they have given. Okay, so I don't want to create a none. That is ignorable. What I need, name I need a relationship type. Next, I need nominee percentage. These are the main three, right, for this record. So save and publish. So if you see, I am making use dynamic CRM this model driven app concept for bank. So like that you can applicable any business. You can customize for any business. So as it is giving Copilot service, it will work for only service related apps, service related applications, service related companies. Not like that. I am creating for bank application. I am creating everything one more. Still, it is ready. It is able. It is supporting, right? So like that, we have to think. Okay. Now, what I need, I want to make it see the records from UI. I should have it in the some form, right? So far, I created a custom corporate server space. Today, I am going to create my own app. So here, you should create model-driven app. So some bank application app. So this app will be used for submitting the initial account opening. So bank details, they will ask too many. They will ask for what you call income. They will ask for too many details. They will ask now. Now, if you see, I just created my own app now. So far, we were using Copilot Service Workspace, but I created my app. Okay, now I want to add my table. So, what is my table for filling? You have to add table, right? In the page. That is Dataverse table. So, table you have to look for. My table is bank application. So here, do you need dependent? No, no, right? So you don't need to add it here in the thing. Okay. No, I'm just save and publishing directly. I'm just playing it. So you can play it from here directly. So it will open the same environment URL with a different IP ID. So for the whatever corporate service we are in, that is having some unique IP ID. For this bank application, it will have a different IP ID. So for each app under our URL, you will have a unique ID for each one. Now you have bank application, right? Now I'm just opening the record. So it is asking for basic info. What are the name? What are the email address? These details. Then I have the spouse name, marital status, nominee. Okay. Now, if you tell me, I will let me create so we will understand. So I'm creating like email address. Okay. Then I'm giving number. Then I have to fill spouse name. Okay. Marital status. So sorry. Here first we have to fill marital status, then we have to fill spouse name, right? So here we have to adjust the design. Marital status should be on the top, then spouse. So this is one thing. And nominee here I want to select this. Did we give the plain text here or did we select the option set? We have given option set, right? Why it comes plain? So now you suppose you are assuming you are in a development phase. So you observe some mistakes. Marital status should be on the top, and the nominee should support drop down like that, right? Now, so this kind of change or this kind of so you developed this application, you have given to your business team. So they came back and said like, so this is the change I need. So what you will do? So these we will call as a feedback request or bugs in the general of our cycle development cycle. So you will developer will develop their changes. He will give it for the UAT, user acceptance testing. So in the user acceptance testing, they will identify some issues and they will raise a bugs. Okay. So like that, they will create a bugs. Then we have to work on. So suppose we created this and we got some bugs. So what we need to do, we have to update or we have to fix the rate. Getting what I'm saying?
Yes, sorry.
Now, in the bank application form, what I need to do? First thing I have to correct the marital status should be on top, spouse should be on the below. So you will how do you control? You can just drag and drop or you can use arrows. Then so now tell me if marital status is yes, then only spouse name should be displayed, right? Suppose if you keep open both, how it will work? Is it wrong or correct? So I want this nominee should be kind of he can select the nominees, right? It shouldn't be text. So for that purpose, what I want to do, I want to create one more table. I want to delete this one. This is wrong. So I'm deleting this. I'm creating a new nominee. If you create with the same name, display name, see what will happen. So here if we see while creating choice, you have selecting multiple also allowed. So for nominee, I created this father mother somewhere now where it is created in the
It's different table.
okay. So if you see, no, nice scenario we got. Now I want the nominee the relationship type I need in both places. Okay, here I needed it and I needed it in the main form. So in that scenario, what we will do, we have a concept called global option set, global choice. So if you create that kind of choice, you can use it in any other entities. Okay. So right now I have created relationship in this in table. So these choices I can't use it in the bank application table. I have to create one more field, right? So to avoid that kind of repetitive work, what we can do, we can create the global choice, global option set. Okay, getting. So how we will create from this all? If you come here, we will have the more choice. So like applicant relationships. So these relationships will be father. Next, spouse. At max, we will have these only, right? Now I created a global options. So under table, it will be showing one more component, choices. Now this global option set, I can use it in bank application table. I can use it in the dependent table. Okay. So let me go to the forms again. Go to information. So in this, I'm creating a new, what is that? Nominees. Let me create. So we should know. Now if you see choice, while creating the choice, I'm selecting multiple choice. Sync with global choice. We are skipping, right? So sync with global choice means what are the options is available for global. So it can be used for any entity. So what is my applicant relationships, right? You have to look for it. Okay. Now if you see, it's created. The three is are wrong one, so I'm deleting from here. And marital set should be on top. So far just I created plain text and form design only. Now we will be diving into actual thing. Okay. Let it publish. I'm just refreshing my application. Now if you see, let me do one more time. It's not reflected. Now if you see basic info, there is nothing to modify. There is nothing to do validation. Here, whenever I say yes only, spouse name should be available. For no scenario, they're married. If he's not married, there won't be spouse name, right? That is wrong. And nominee here, they can select father or they can select mother. They can select all like that. They can select only father and spouse, or they can select mother and spouse. They can. So this is the multi-select behavior. Okay. Now here in the nominee details, I want to add dependent table, right? So here it is, I want to fill like what is the nominee details and what is the relationship and what is the percentage and what is the bank application. Like that we will fill, right? So this is how we will, in general also we will define a application. Now we will come to port validation. Come to validation. So whenever marital status is yes, that time only I want to show spouse name. Whenever it is no, I don't need spouse name, right? You have to remove from the form. So how can we do that? So to support this kind of behaviors, we have the business rules concept. Okay. If you see here, whenever you expand, so far we have seen columns, relationships, keys, forms, use, dashboards, right? So the next thing is business rules. So business rules you can create a validation, you can control some basic details like this kind of showing and hiding and making a mandatory like that. Okay. So in this business rule, we will be doing all those stuff. So this is some important concept. Please learn it. We will have 6 to 7 features in the business rules. We will see what can we do. Now, if you see, this is a new business. So if you see in the conditions, whenever you click on here, if you see, this is the basic condition. When you want to, what you want to do. So whenever suppose marital is yes, you want to do something. Whenever is marital is no, you want to do something else, right? So this is like marital. You have to give the condition name, marital status. So here you have to choose that entity, bank application, and you have to choose the fields. What is the field you want to have? You want to control some logic on marital status, right? Marital status. If it is yes, what you want to do? So here, this is the if condition. If you want to yes, what you want to do? Marital status means what you want to do. Spouse name should be there or hidden. Marital status
Spouse
is
should
yes.
be visible.
So here if you see, here you have actions. So these are the actions we can do. Add recommendation, add lock, unlock, show error message, add set field value, set default value. These are the things. So we want to show means it's a visibility, right? So add visibility. So what I want to do, I want to display spouse name. Visibility, yes, it will appear. So if it is selected no, what should I do? I want to hide it, right? So visibility should be false for the negative condition. So if you see whatever you designed here, it will appear here. If marital status is equals, show spouse field. Else, it will hide the display name. That's what we need, right? What do you
Yes.
say? So marital role BR, marital status, business role. You can give some unique name to identify easily again. So here, if you see, we can validate the state. We can validate it. Then we can activate it. Now, if you see while activating, you could see scope. What is mean by entity? We have some other options. We will see one by one. Process activate. Now if you refresh the page, my application, you have to see the behavior change. Now, if you click on S, it is appearing save. If you click on no, it's not reflected. It means published done now. Let me do hard refresh. So if I selecting no, hmm, let me do publish all publish ones. If your changes are not working, means publishing is not happen properly. You have to do one more time like that. Let it complete. Done. Now I will do Control F5 to get the latest changes. Now if it is no, it is hiding. If it is yes, it is displaying, right? That's what we need, right? Yes means you have to fill the details. No means it should be skipped. Now if we see he is keeping S, but he is not filling and saving it. So is it correct? We have to enforce to enter the data, right? If he
Yes.
kept, if we select no, if you don't fill the data also, that is fine for me. But he is selecting yes, not filling the data. What should I do? I want him to enter the data. So how can we do? How can we make him enter the data with our capabilities, dynamics capabilities? What can you do? If
Recommend it.
you yes, business required. Recommend means recommend.
Sorry.
No one will do recommendations. We have to make it required. Now, if you see under true, after true, you have to create one more. If it is created, selected yes, you are showing spouse name. Also, you want to show the business required, right? So set this add set business required. So what's the field? Spouse name should be mandatory. What is this? So I'm showing yes and required. For the same way, if it is a negative scenario, I want to fill the not required. Otherwise, if it's flipping and saving, that set business required won't go, right? So I want to change it back. So I'm just add set business required to not business required. Now if you see in the scope you have entity all forms information. So whenever you are creating a business rule, you will have scope. The scope defines for if you set it for entity, this validation will happen at both sides from the UI from the backend as well. Means suppose someone is creating a bank application from backend, that time also it will work. And you have all forms and main form, right? So that is like if you want to have this logic on the only for particular that form, you will be selecting that form. If you want for every form, you will be selecting all forms. Getting understood? Huh? So I did the changes. I am publishing. Able to follow why we are using business rules. This so whatever we are doing from today and tomorrow going forward, that will have some level, next level thinking or next level usage. Okay, you have to be more careful, more attentive. You need more practice. Okay, now I'm filling no, I'm filling yes and saving it. It's saving means the changes are not coming. Came. Now if you see, as I selected yes, if I want to save, spouse name required field must be. So I have to enter. If I click no, it's allowing to. Okay. So like this we can enforce. Getting?
Yes.
Eh, if you fill the data only, it will enter. So like this business required business rules give multiple features. You can make the show and hide, and you can create business required optional throw the some conditions based upon some other field value, or you can make lock unlock. So once you fill the spouse name, you want to lock it. Further, they want to change it. So you are allowing to edit only once. So if I keep open the next time also, if I fill this, it is I'm able to edit it, right? I don't, while creation itself I want to have this. I don't want to edit. I don't want to give the edit options. For the marital status also, I don't want to give the edit options. Okay. For applicant name also, I don't want to give the edit option once he created the record. If you want to do such things, you will be using the this lock field. Okay. Add lock. So what I want to do, I want to lock name. Applicant name should be filled while filling the details only. Okay. Lock. Next, I want all other fields also to be filled while submitting only. Applicant name, email address, mobile number, then what I need this marital status also. Let's assume we need while filling it. And log marital status, and I want this for same for spouse. So what you want to do, whenever they fill the info, you want to make it set it. They shouldn't come and forth. They don't want to change like that, right? Marital status. Now, when should I apply this logic? I want to apply this logic for the first time they can allow. For the next time I don't want to edit them means, so while creating a record, what will be there? So for the first time, I won't have this application submitted by or created on. Rest of the time I will have this, right? So like that you can identify create when while creating, or it's a while is it for the first time or next time, right? So here what I will do, I will use condition called, instead of address I will be using application submitted on contents data. So first time only it won't contains the data. Rest of the time it will contains data, right? Once you create the record. Getting. So if application submitted contains data, I am locking every other fields. Means they can't enter it. Now if you see, as I want to restrict this from the only UI. So instead of entity, I want to select my own form. I want to select my all forms. So what does it mean? From the UA only you can't make update. From the backend you can make update. Getting. I will tell how it behaves as well. Please tell me if you are not able to follow. We are done. Now I want to publish. Publish on customizations. I'm doing refresh, control F5. So if you see, I want to edit my application. Everything is locked because I already submitted. I am unable to edit now. But if you create a new record, you can fill the details. Getting?
Yes, Harish.
So that's how we can use business rules. So if you create, say, suppose mistakenly submit, everything is locked. You can't edit it. You can't fill the details. It is locked. So you have to get some approval to get this edit option, right? So like this, we will control the rules. We will set some rules.
And scope all forms in the sense, what does it mean?
Now we are using all forms. Right now it is locked, so I can't make update from here. But from the back end, from Excel import or some other way, I can update this record. I will show. So CRM supports Excel imports as well. For don't actually this is not part of this code, but I want to show this backend update, right? So export to Excel. So it will create an CSV file. Okay, I'm just opening that. So like this, you will have the details. Now I want to change applicant name to, I want to correct this name itself first of all. You can add other fields as well, but I want to update this one. So what I do, I'm done, right? I made some changes in my local. Now I want to come import from Excel. So import from not XML, import from CSV. It's asking CSV, right? Yes, Excel file. See, as it's expecting CSV or uploading Excel, it is giving error obviously. So for that purpose, what I have to do, I have to save this as a comma separated DLV CSV file. I'm going back.
So why here
Uploading.
only two columns are there, Harish? Only applicant name and submit, right?
Nice question. So because in the view you have only two. If we have more, so to correct more values, you want to do it. You have
Okay.
to add more. Like you want to change marital status, email number, nominee, spouse name, everything you want to change now. So you have to
Okay.
all those fields, and you don't want to if you and you don't want to change for only work. So that times you have to put filter condition as well. Applicant name should be Sanjay. So means it will come only your record. Now you can export that record, export to Excel. It will download it. You have to open it. Now you want to you can fill every detail here from Excel. Submitted marital status, no email address. Nominee can give multi-select options set, right? So you have to select it from the drop downs. Semicolon separated. Father and mother. Spouse name, no. Where is marital status? We have selected means spouse name should be no. Phone number you are giving. Now we modified it. Now to support the save as CSV, comma, delimited format. This supports for record creation. Okay. So I am doing import. If I do it from here, I have to click on import from CSV. Actually, this will create a new record because we are using CSV file. But I just understand how we are able to do review mapping. So it will just ask for the correct mapping, not mapped, not mapped, ignore. If you not mapped means you can fill for ignore. You cannot map it. Like that, you will select. So every field is mapped with the CRM table. Excel columns mapped to CRM. Now, task in progress. Your data has been submitted for import. Okay, done. Now I will just remove the filters. You have one more column. Now, if you see, I want to edit it, but when I edited the data and filled it, it got created a new record. So to edit only particular record, what you need to do, you have to update it from the data management. Okay, so in the here in the advanced settings, you will have one more section called data management. So here you will do the imports. From here you can do the updates. So that will be learn later. Just ignore. So but like that. So if you see, even though you updated, you are able to make updates from the backend. Right? That's how we do the backend updates. Means it could be from Excel or it could be from API. It could be from some other application. Understood?
Yes, Anish.
Now this is about business rule. So I want you guys to explore the remaining types. Just we have seen lock, unlock, show hide visible, right? So you have to explore the remaining. Do you have 5-10 minutes more? So I will cover some other part.
Yes,
So
yes.
you have set field value. Set field value means you are setting the value. Set default value. You will be setting the default value. These are very plain. Show error message also you can display. Okay. Let me add show error message for this only. So here I want to show error message. Error message for marital status or spouse. So like you selected as married. Please give the spouse details. Or please share the spouse details. Whatever. You want to show some kind of message. You did it. So like that you can show error message. How it will be appearing in the CRM you need to see, right? So try everything, whatever the options we have. Try it on some field. Self-exploration is needed for learning. That is for 100% sure. Okay. Now I did it. I want to done. Okay. Now doing not refresh. creating new application to filling all details. Now I'm going to more info. Matter status is but not filling. Now if you see earlier we are getting business required field must be filled in whenever you're clicking on save. But if you don't fill the data, it is showing like you selected as married, please give us. This is a kind of error. Earlier, whenever you're clicking on, you are getting required field must be filled in. But you are getting error message now, right? So that's the show error message works. Getting? Now if you see for every without we haven't give any condition, still we have simply give it on, right? Show yes. So it is always showing the error message. So whenever you want to restrict something, whenever you want to do something, you have to choose this. Understood? Okay, like the try every other you can try field value. So based upon some other value, you can set the some other thing like that. Based upon some condition, you can set the other field values. You export that one. So coming down, we have commands. So by default, you could see save and close. By default, you see new. By default, you see all the out of the box, right? These are the buttons we said, right? First class ribbons, buttons. So all these are out of the box buttons. If you want to create any custom button, we will be using this commands feature. So in this, it will ask where do you want to add the button? Do you want to add it in the main form or do you want to add it in the grid? Do you want to add it in the main form, subgrid view or associated view? Because for every subgrid view means for here also you will have the buttons, right? These are the buttons. So if you want to add it here, this is the subgrid, adding a button in the subgrid. If you want to add a button in the associated means here you want to add. So like that it will ask. So I want to add it in my main form. So here these are the default buttons you are having, right? Save and close, new, summarize, activate, everything. So these are the by default buttons. On top of it, I want to create a new button, new command button, new drop down button, new split button. So let's say create a command button. So submit application, submit application for approval, submit application to manager. Something you can have your own button, you can use your own icon. Okay, I'm here. You can choose the logos, accept something tick mark. By default, we have something add to queue, advanced and facts. The symbols, icon means symbols you are using. So what you want to do whenever you click on this application button, what you want to do here, run JavaScript is there right now. But in general, you'll have the run JavaScript, we'll have run for PowerFX formula also will be there. Like that, we will add some functions. So in the JavaScript, we will write the code what you want to execute whenever you click on it. Okay. So basically, ribbon buttons will have the JavaScript concept. It will have the info like that. Okay. So just understand what you mean by ribbon, what you mean by command, how it is behaving, everything. Okay. We can see more detail in the when we are learning the JavaScript concept. Okay. Understood what you mean by command?
Yes.
So I'm just publish all customization to see it on the form. It's not appearing by default, maybe because of rules. I will just put God mode. So like if you add any button, it will appear here. That's fine. We will see it in the next class. So next class we will go further. Okay. Deep. So right now we have added some conditions with the help of business rules, right? So similarly, we have some other process related setting up the process related things. We will explore them. Okay. So just do practice this weekend regressively. Make it on the same page, because if I am telling 1 week ahead, you are doing 1 week practice, 1 week back, you will only forget. Okay.